you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds, safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Good morning, Taraba. Good morning, Nigeria. You're welcome to the Som TV morning show. It's Monday. It's a day that you start your working week afresh. And it's a day that you have to set your to-do list. It's a day that you have to put in enough work and energy to ensure that you get the work for the week done. So as to kick off this week, let's remember the words of Nnamdi Azikiwe, one of Nigeria's founding fathers, who said, "Our nation is not built in a day, but each day we must lay a brick." So whether you're heading to the office, the farm, your shop, or just trying to win a wrestling match with your best shit, make sure today's brick is strong. With me this morning to strengthen the brick of nation building on Som TV is Mr. Aradane Kukwen, the Director of News and Public Affairs on Som TV. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abraham.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Out there.
It's a wet Monday morning.
Yes.
And
I thought it was August break. We stayed for some days without rain, then it came in the night.
Well, let us go to the weather reports across the country. It's Monday, 11th of August, 2025, and here's how the skies are shaping up across the country. We begin right here in Jalingo, waking up to a mild 22 degrees Celsius, partly cloudy skies, and a gentle breeze to ease you into the week. Lagos is sitting at 24 degrees, warm and humid, as always, with a friendly mix of cloud and sunshine. So, city folks, you might need that handkerchief more than an umbrella today. Over in the east, Aba is at 22 degrees with a blanket of clouds, while Enugu enjoys 23 degrees and a calm morning. Down south in Calabar, it's 24 degrees with those familiar scattered thunderstorms possibly making an afternoon appearance. The southeast is waking up comfortably. Ibadan, Ilorin, Oshogbo, and Ogbomoso are all at a pleasant 22 degrees, which is perfect for morning commutes. Up on the plateau, Jos is the coolest at 19 degrees. So if you're heading out early, a light sweater won't hurt. Kaduna follows the 21 degrees and partly sunny conditions. In the far north, Kano, Katsina, Sokoto, and Maiduguri, it's warm 24 degrees, mostly sunny and dry. So plenty of sunscreen will serve you well. And finally, Port Harcourt is waking up to 24 degrees with some humidity in the air and a chance of a late day shower. So nationwide outlook as that a mix of sunshine, clouds, and spot shower for some southern cities, while the north stays sunny and warm. No major weather disruptions today, just a beautiful start to the week across Nigeria. So stay safe, stay hydrated, and make it a great Monday. So that's the weather report across the country. And today, Taraba State, the NLC and TUC started their strike started an industrial action against the government over issues that has to do with workers, salaries, biometric data capture, and what have we. The strike has started, and today, hopefully, we'll be having the chairman of Taraba State NLC and TUC, the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress on this show. So we'll be looking forward to having them. I know it's a very busy day for them because all eyes are on them,
Yeah,
right?
they will have to coordinate the strike, and there is a need for us to make a call out to them to ensure that it is not hijacked as they go about maybe doing.
But the strike is not a protest, so it's just to stay off us. So there's nothing to be hijacked in a strike.
But there are instances where they'll have to enforce it. They'll follow up to places where have the tendency to open up and enforce the strike action, and situations like that can degenerate to fracas like that between them and the security and other things like that.
I don't think there's any need for any security. These are workers. I think a strike is a genuine way. They are all members of the union. Just stay off this thing. There's no point. If they want to enforce, I think it is not a war. Allow them to enforce it, and there's nothing. It's not as if it's a war situation. It is an opportunity for everybody to resolve this issue that has been lingering for some time now.
I was expecting the government to have called them before today to sit on the table and see how the strike can be averted, but somehow that was not done, and the strike is on. So it's not late. The government can still reach out to them now and say, okay, come, let's sort these things out. If they are given reasonable
well, to me, one thing is this: there's always reasonable excuse, but after the coming to the table to give the action, the problem is not. I think for Labour to come, I think action maybe they've not taken. I'm not speaking for Labour, I'm speaking for the government, but I think most times when we agree to do something, a party doesn't keep to its own end on both sides probably. So I think this is time for action, because at the end of this all, it is the ordinary worker that is feeling brought, and even the industrial action. It is the people that live and indigenous and people that live and do business in Taraba that will feel the brunt of the industrial action too. So it's good they just agree and then sort this thing once and for all. Well, let's go to the papers. We'll start with the Punch. We start with the Punch. So on the cover, please, if you have the Punch there, you can take that.
Okay, flood crisis. FG predicts more devastation in 15 states. That is on Punch, page 7. India buys Nigeria crude as Dangote imports U.S. oil. You can find that on page 20 in the Punch newspaper. There is media guru reflects on democracy. Soldier wife doing Abiola. I think this was before her death. I think let's just go to the major story. Okay, let me take EFCC arrests 93 suspects for internet fraud in Ogun. EFCC arrests 93 suspects for internet fraud in Ogun. Federal government launches e-fiscal platform to crack down on tax evasion. Another UK-based Nigerian jailed 5 years for rape. And Rivers LG poll umpire under fire amidst ADC APC attacks. Now, the major story on the cover page of the Punch has it that states hit by 68% spike in foreign debt payments. Debt servicing threatens states' fiscal stability. That's a statement attributed to NETI. Lagos, Rivers, others spent 235 billion naira in 6 months.
Well, from the report, you say states collectively spent about 235.58 billion naira on servicing external debt obligations in the first half of 2025. The Punch reports. This is according to an analysis of the data from the Federal Account Allocation Committee disbursement released by the National Bureau of Statistics. The amount represents a sharp increase of 95.65 billion naira or 68.4% when compared with the 139.92 billion naira recorded in the corresponding period of 2024, showing the mounting pressure of dollar-dominated debt repayments on state finances in the wake of the naira's depreciation. It is crucial to note that the federal government has undertakes external debt servicing on behalf of the state through an irrevocable standing payments order arrangement which authorize automatic deduction from their monthly FAC allocations. So under this process, once an external loan has been approved and a subsidiary agreement executed, the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation, working with the Federal Ministry of Finance and Central Bank of Nigeria, deduct the agreed debt service amount before releasing allocation to the state. This is quite interesting.
That the money is being deducted?
Yes, because I know in the past, issues of state owing and not being able to pay, and it leads to some embarrassment internationally, probably maybe led to this arrangement. So if you're owing, they deduct from source, pay the external, and you make do of what you have on ground.
But that's actually not going to end up well if it continued, considering that some analysts are saying it is 30%. Most states are paying 30% of their FAC allocation. If 30% of your FAC is being deducted from the source before...
You borrow the money, so
that's what I'm saying.
you have to...
And a situation where the money is not being put to good use, you know, there is a way it's going to affect the running of things. Now,
it is not the fault of the policy, it's the fault of they that have borrowed money and they use it well. To me, I think rather than compounding the woes of the state by not paying the debt and interest begin to accrue, it is better we do it this way and see how to clear it once and for all. Whatever you have, government is a continuum. Yeah. If you are paying for debt of 10 years ago, you are also taking debts now. So it is an obligation. You know this before you became governor. So it is not, I don't think there's so much excuse. Whatever you use, make good use of it, and let your constituents, let the people know this is their situation. So if you don't clear this debt, it becomes a bigger burden. And I believe this will work out better, and it will make them think before they take it.
Yeah, and it will make them sit up to ensure that whatever it is that is coming in now is going to be put to good use, considering that you have maybe scarce resources. So there is a need for every governor to see to it that this money that is left, the 70% that is left, and the internet generated revenue that has been accrued to the coffers of the state is being put to good use in schools, in hospitals, in road construction, so that at the end of the day, Nigerians will stand to benefit.
Well, Lagos State, which has long been acknowledged as the country's economic nerve center, retained its position as the single largest contributor to the overall debt servicing bill, remitting a total of 49.58 billion in the first 6 months of 2025. This marks a 52.8% increase from the 32.44 billion recorded in the same period last year. The size of Lagos' soaring debt repayment, more than double that of any state, reflect both its long-standing borrowing profile for large-scale infrastructure projects and the impact of exchange rate weakness on dollar-linked obligations. Our river followed with 26.34 billion, a leap from just 4.62 billion in the first half of 2024. Ogun State came fourth, with Kaduna State ranked third with 24.47 billion, a modest 6% rise from 23.09 billion paid last year. Ogun came fourth with 12.57 billion, nearly triple the 4.29 billion recorded in the first half of last year. Collectively, the 5 states, at the lower end of the scale, Jigawa State recorded the smallest external debt servicing bill at 1.39 billion in the first half of 2025. Benue followed with 1.44 billion, while Yobe paid 1.46 billion, representing from 7.0% rise. One thing I just realized is that the fact that you are paying lower debt does not, to me, it is two ways. It could be that you can borrow. What I want to do is compare to what you have.
Borrowed?
No, I say if you look at the list, you have some states at the top that pay more. Then you have those at the bottom. That paid least. I know, looking at how government works, those that are at the bottom, they will say, yes, we are the state with the least. But the thing is that if they compare it to your
FAC
allocation, what is the...
That is the truth. Maybe before you even collect, if they had the opportunity of collecting, they will have collected more and be remitting more than they are remitting now.
Well, so let's go to another paper, the blueprint. The blueprint. Let's see what. Okay, I think I have the blueprint here. Okay, now I think I have the blueprint. Let's just take the major headline. NIMET alert on flood in Benue, Taraba, Adamawa, Kebbi, Bauchi in next 3 days. This is quite important that everybody knows this. The Nigeria Meteorological Agency, NIMET, has alerted Adamawa, Taraba, and Benue State on possible flood in the next 3 days. This it is attributed to persistent rainfall recorded in the affected area. It also noted that there is high possibility of flood occurring over parts of Bauchi and Kebbi State during the forecast period. The flood alert, which crossed our region, was contained in the latest NIMET weather outlook valid from Monday to Wednesday this week. So, Monday to Wednesday this week, the states mentioned, that is Borno, Bauchi, Gombe, Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Yobe, Adamawa, and Taraba states should expect because of rains in the next 3 days. So I think it is good that they keep updating people this way. So that
the awareness being created is good. But always, though we have seen indices where we've seen that states in these areas have acted proactively, at least better than what is obtainable some years ago. So we're looking forward to the result of what they have done now. We'll know whether the proactive actions they've taken is sufficient when we see the impact of the flood. I was expecting, I'm expecting the states to have acted based on credible information, credible scientific projections, not just to do this and do that, and it's not sufficient to tackle what is coming. So when this flood comes, we're seeing how the evacuation process will be done seamlessly. We're seeing how lives and properties are going to be preserved. Though there are this aspect of it that crops will be destroyed, that one is a natural thing that you can't help. And it's been projected at 150 billion in the past years, the loss that I mean, as a result of the flood. So let's see how it goes. But the awareness is, to a very large extent, the awareness is sufficient enough. Everybody in all those flood-prone areas is aware that there is chances that this flood will come. Some of us will exercise faith and say, okay, God, we've prayed and this and that and this and that. The best thing is to ensure that you're in a safe place first.
Safe place,
then you continue to pray that your crops will not be destroyed, instead of staying there and lose your life. Because this flood, when they come, most of the times they come in the night when you're asleep, or they take you other ways. Somebody was telling me how this thing happened. It's just a matter of minutes.
That's what they call a flash flood. It just flashes.
Just a matter of minutes. Before you know, the river has become something else. And if you don't know how to swim, even no matter how you know how to swim, you can't swim for hundreds of meters or kilometers like that.
Well, I think we will go for a break now. When we come back, the morning show continues on Sun TV.
Shi ga dama ta samu, ina manoma da ke fadin jihar Taraba, dama ta zo gare ku domin matsalar ajiya ta kare. Gwamnatin jihar Taraba tana gabatar da sabuwar fatan buhu, wato Taraba Farm Sack, buhu na hukuma don tattara dukkan amfanin gona a fadin jihar Taraba. Ta haɗin gwiwa tsakanin ma'aikatar kasuwanci, sana'o'i da masana'antu da The Visionaries Network Apex Limited. An kera sabbin buhunan masu inganci, masu ɗauke da tambarin jihar Taraba. Wasu daga ribar amfani da su waɗannan buhunan sun haɗa da tsarin amfani da buhu ɗaya daidaitacce a faɗin jihar Taraba, karin kuɗaɗen shiga na cikin gida don ci gaban jihar Taraba. Tambarin Taraba a ko'ina yana nuna asalin amfanin gona a kasuwannin Najeriya. 'Yan kasuwa da masu rarrabawa a Yantu Ngada da dukkan kananan hukumomi, wannan kira ne domin ku. Kungiyoyin manoma da mambobin amana, ku shirya don mafita mafi inganci. 'Yan kasuwa daga ko'ina cikin Najeriya ku shirya karɓan buhuna masu inganci daga jihar Taraba. Domin neman karin bayani tuntuɓi ma'aikatar kasuwanci ta jihar Taraba. Mu gina makomar noma a Taraba da buhu guda ɗaya mai inganci da ɗaurewa. Taraba Sacks na kare amfanin gona da kuma inganta jiharmu.
Good news, farmers in Taraba State. Your storage problems are now over. The Taraba State government introduces new official farm sacks, the standard packaging solution for all agricultural products across our state. Through partnership between the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Industry with the visionary network Apex Limited, we're introducing high-quality branded sacks featuring Taraba's identity. The key benefits include uniform standard sacks statewide, increased internally generated revenue for Taraba's development, proud Taraba branding showing the origin of farm produce nationwide. Distributors in Yangtu, Uganda and all local governments, this is your call to action. Farmers Association and Amana members, prepare for better storage. Dealers across Nigeria, get ready for Taraba's premium branded sacks. Together, we build Taraba's agricultural future, one quality sack at a time. Taraba Sacks, protecting your harvest, promoting our state. Announcer Honorable Peter George, the Commissioner.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way. Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing...
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away.